It's Derek Matthewson ringing you regarding a Citroen.
Nobody loves classics quite like the Matthewsons.
This car is going to last forever.
From their garage in North Yorkshire,
Beautiful bit of kit.
they auction 500 vehicles a month.
A lovely little pretty car.
It's a very, very attractive thing.
Along with motorbikes and all sorts of things you really didn't know you wanted.
Got a load of tyres in there. Very useful.
This family-run firm is now used to having a television crew in tow, trying to make sense of their business.
You're not a fan of wooden cars, then?
No, not my cup of tea. You've got to have a joiner on call, haven't you? They've been following us around for, feels like years, and basically, from what I can see, they've learned very little.
Now, the people who make Bangers and Cash have decided they're ready to take on their own restoration projects.
Well, that's a stupid idea.
Our mission, to bring heroic but slightly worse for wear classics back from the dead.
Hey, whoa. We'll give you as much advice as you want, but whether you guys take it on board is up to you, isn't it?
After some of the best craftspeople in the country have worked their magic,
It's almost as though it's been parked at a zoo.
Massive can of worms.
and sent us the bill,
You aren't going to get another one as nice as this.
we'll take our vehicles back to the auction to find out if it's actually possible to make a profit restoring classics.
There's a slight problem with this plan, really, isn't there? You don't earn money restoring classic cars.
Not a chance whatsoever.
Oh, man.
In the workshop this week, an iconic 30-year-old hot hatch.
Oh dear, so you can see how it's all moving down here.
Well, stop pulling it.
We catch up with an old favourite, the Mini Cooper S.
We realised that the shell wasn't as bad as we first thought.
And we take a punt on a mystery moped
What we got? Well, that's the problem. We don't know.
that turns out to be very rare. It's the start of another busy week at the garage.
Sit.
This man has got something that's a little bit different. This is rather large.
Dotted around the premises today, a number of problematic vehicles
It's got so many things that the British buying public didn't like.
that could be our next renovation project.
Badly sun damaged inside.
But there's one in the top yard that we think is just the right amount of broken. The Vauxhall Astra had been around a few years when the Mark I GTE came along. It was the UK's first colour-coded car, and with its matching body kit and Recaro seats, it looked fast, but wasn't. Then the Mark II drove into town. With its bullet shape and digital dash, it was quicker, won Car of the Year, and the hearts of the Atari generation. Then in 1988, the Red Top arrived. Nicknamed after its red rocker cover, the 16-valve Astra had drivers in a spin. One of the reasons there aren't many GTEs left. We need some advice before we buy.
Most were stolen, smashed up, and all the rest of it and gone. So now they're at a premium, and whenever we come across or hear of a GTE, woof, I get well excited.
So when a pink one comes along...
Yeah, well, I mean, she's all pinky all round, isn't she? Doesn't bother me in the least. This, I'm sure, will come back. If it don't come back, you have to paint it, fair enough. Look at that easy repair on there. Simple. Level car? Perfect buy, that.
Excellent. All we need to do now is not get carried away at the auction.
Lot number 418, 1990 Vauxhall Astra GTE 2 litre. Wants a little bit of weekend work, as you can see, a little bit of tea cutting and polishing on the front there. Where then? 4,000. Rob, 4,000. 4,5. 5. 6,000 pound, he says, 6,000. Out, Rob, internet, 6,1. 6,2. 6,002. 6,300. 4. 6,5, back in. 6,6. 6,700 on the internet. 6,007. 6,800. 6,9. 7. 7,000. 7,1. 7,100. 7,2. 7,200. Well done, well done. Very, very well done. Sold to the Bangers and Cash team. Good luck with it.
7,200. The result of a common condition known as auction fever.
I could see when it's looking nice and lovely and smart and mint, you've got 8,000 or 9,000 quid's worth there, I would think. Possibly a little bit more. Might even get into the tens.
It's a sobering lesson, but for now we're going to plough on and turn out the best car we can. We're sending this one to the Motorist near York. A sort of A&E for classics where enthusiasts can chat about valve timings and ogle some very nice cars. This is where our £7,000 Astra GTE has come for life-saving treatment.
Near side seat.
Consultant Charlie Gabb will be carrying out the initial health check.
Well, first impressions, it's what's that, you know, but when you look through the milkiness of it...
The pinkness?
Yeah, it'll make something. But it's a case of getting it up in the air and it could be a different story underneath.
Having overpaid for the car like amateurs,
£4,000 would be more like a nice figure to me.
We could do without any surprises.
Could be absolutely a wreck underneath, or it could be amazingly good. There might be some swearing, there might be. Well, it's not my car, so I'm not bothered.
What are you looking for, Charlie?
Mainly corrosion. I was expecting to see a lot of corrosion, but there isn't any. You know, there's the tiniest bit of surface rust. Absolutely nothing. Might just have found a bit of welding. Yes, but it's as good as you could expect for anything like this. Jammy springs to mind.
Excellent news. And given what we paid for it, we need some decent brakes, as long as the car has some. So to check that, we sent Derek on a test drive.
Derek, were you a boy racer back in the day?
No, I weren't, but I appreciate a bit of power that these old things pumped out. Tell you what, drives nice, this old car. Look at that. Straight old thing, isn't it? Level old car, this. Good brakes, nice steering, but look at that. Nothing wrong with that, is there?
But there is one elephant in the ointment, the paint. All 50 shades of sun-bleached pink. Expert detailer Frankie Birdsall has arrived to give us a steer on whether or not it can be saved. The alternative is a complete repaint.
So this is just like a citrus-based cleaner, just to remove any muck that's on there. So there we go, it's not too bad actually. And then we'll just get this little guy out here. It's basically just a clay bar. You spray it with like a detailer, which is just lubricates this. So if you just spray a bit on, you just literally just rub it around like that. And what it does, because it's like a clay based, it just pulls all the stuff that's stuck to the paint. That's like a medium pad, and with a medium compound, I'm just going to start with that. Start off with the heavier cut, and then the refining stuff just really makes it pop and brings the gloss. And we'll see what's achievable with these two pads and compounds, and then we'll know what we're working with from there. I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out. You bought this car to sell on and make profit, so if I was a potential buyer and I turned up and the car was as glossy as this, I'd be over the moon with it. So there you go.
It's a surprising transformation, but Derek's not a fan of old red paint.
My experience tells me that that will go bleached again within a matter of weeks. So at the end of the day, I bet you'll wind up painting it.
Back at Matthewson's.
Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour.
A contender for our second renovation has recently been dropped off at the garage.
Le sacre bleu.
So far, we obviously suspect it's French, recognise it as very unusual, but nobody has a clue what it is.
What we got?
Yeah, what have we got, Derek?
Well, that's the problem. We don't know, because we can't read what it says on there. He's got no documents for it, so we haven't any idea. But it's an interesting bit of kit, in as much as they're obviously pedal to start, but 2 chains. So the pedals there run that offside chain. There she goes. And as a primary chain, you've actually got a fan belt. So it's fan belt run from the engine, and from there to your back wheel, you've got your standard chain. And on the other side, you've got solely, that is solely, a pedal chain.
It's a bit weird, clearly rare, and for all we know, valuable. We're going in.
Lot number 236, a French moped. We're not actually too sure what it is, but all I do know is it's absolutely lovely. Where then? We're going to be with this unusual bit of kit. 500, down here on my right, 500, 600, 600 pounds, 625, 650, 675, 700, 725, 750, 775. Now you see, there's a man on the internet that knows exactly what that is. 800 pound, 825, there you are, he's telling us, isn't he? 850, 875, 875, there you go, what do you want, 900 pounds in the room and selling 900 pounds, well done. And that's gone to the Bangers and Cash team.
We've decided to ship this one out to Huddersfield, and one of Yorkshire's best bike fettlers. For owner Josh Thompson, it's not exactly what he's used to.
We specialise in prestige performance motorbikes. They're very, very fast. All the bikes here will break the speed limit in first gear. When the weather's nice on a weekend, you want to get out on something that's just going to, you know, tear your hair off.
As opposed to our 50cc moped, which doesn't look like it could tear the skin off a rice pudding.
I've never seen one before. I don't know what it is. I think it'll struggle to pull us up a hill on it, really. But we'll have to see what happens.
Mechanic Chris Homer,
A bit heavy for you.
has volunteered to take it on.
Just tightening the front wheel in so it don't fall off at bench.
Have you seen anything like this before?
Not in my lifetime. Well, it's going to be fun to ride, if not else, isn't it? I mean, I've grown up racing motocross and road racing, and I don't think it'd be as scary as like a Hayabusa doing 200 mile an hour and then trying to stop, but, you know, it'd be easy to jump off, I guess, if you got into a little bit of trouble.
Many bikes like this had 2-stroke engines. A tiny amount of oil, usually from a small tank, is mixed with the petrol from a larger one.
This is going to be a fuel tank, and that's going to be a 2-stroke. If you see around here, there's a block splitter, which will basically drip feed 2-stroke oil to mix in with the petrol and then feed into the engine like that. This will allow you to set how much 2-stroke oil's running through it.
For this project, we've decided to keep the bike original, apart from some light recommissioning. We would quite like it to work, though.
When we're trying to get it running, make sure 1, it's got a spark, 2, it's got airflow going to it, and 3, that it's got fuel going to it. If you've got all them 3 things, chances are it's going to run.
Meanwhile, back at Pink Astra World, our 1990 GTE is having its innards taken out by Charlie's brother, Bill.
Bill, you're pulling your car to bits.
Yeah, well, it'll fall apart in a minute.
Is it that bad?
Yeah, the roof lining's had it, to be fair. That's going to need recovering. But the rest of it, the trims have come out okay. You know, I don't think we'll need any bits.
This car has been renamed the Ashtray GTE due to the pungent smell of cigarettes. There's some steam cleaning ahead.
It has had a bit of damage in its past. This arch is rotted out and that one hasn't. Generally one side will do better than the other.
Yeah, come on.
As more trim is removed, some biscuity metal is revealed.
fitting it.
So, oh dear. So you can see how it's all moving down here.
Well, stop pulling it.
Charlie's already ordered some replacement sections. Others will be fabricated by hand.
It should be spot welded down here, but I mean, it's still a good sill though.
Whilst Bill simultaneously frustrates and delights himself with the bodywork, Charlie is calling on the services of another expert in the restoration chain. Upholstery specialist James Penso is hopefully going to transform a very tired roof lining.
It's yeah, delaminating. This,
yeah.
Well, it all should be stuck together, so need to strip it all out.
New material or?
Oh yes, yeah. It'll be new material.
It's probably the most overlooked part of the renovation. People rarely look up when they're sitting in a car, but bringing the headlining back to life is a time-consuming job.
How long have you been working in upholstery, James?
Since 7:30 Monday morning, 1976. That's when my sentence started.
Not that you're counting.
No, not much. Once I've cleaned all the foam off and got it back to the board, I'll then seal it in with a light gel coat. The gel coat will actually penetrate the board itself, and then the glue will stay, fingers crossed.
Did you always covet the Astra GTE?
Yes, much sought after car.
Did you actually have one?
No. This is my job. I couldn't afford one. So
With both projects now underway, it's a good opportunity to catch up with an old Bangers and Cash favourite. This week, we find out what happened to the infamous surf blue and rust Mark I Mini Cooper S. Three years ago, Derek found himself on his way to Stokesley in North Yorkshire. He'd been told that one of the rarest cars in the country had just been discovered.
By crumbs, it is rotten, isn't it? Dear oh Lord, look at the state of that. You need a heart like a football to do anything with it.
The car, or at least most of it, was dragged away. Derek was questioned.
Derek, at which point did you think this might be a good idea?
Oh, every point, I'll still believe it.
But the interest grew.
Correspondence from all over the globe. Emails from all over the place.
To be truthful, we were sick and tired of unsheeting it all the time, constantly. Don't scratch it.
Derek billed it as the find of the century, a totally original matching numbers 1965 Mini Cooper S. Most thought around 8 to 10 grand, tops.
18,000 at the back. 18,000, thank you very much. Yeah, well done, well done.
The bidder with the heart of a lion was Peter Watchman. At this point, we're 2 years into the restoration.
For my album.
It's taken a lot of work by a skilled team to get this far.
Engine out, subframes out. One of the positive points of all this rubbish in the car was that the seats were actually in good condition. Some of the door cards are a bit damaged, but it wasn't as bad as I thought.
Then there was a big decision. Restore the existing shell or buy a new heritage body.
We realised that the shell wasn't as bad as we first thought, and we decided to repair the shell. Some of the panels on the car you can't get, but the bulk of them are genuine Mark I parts.
Peter then set about sourcing original components for the car.
Good morning and welcome to British Mini Fair here at wonderful Bingley Hall. We hope you have a great day. Please enjoy the fun.
Armed with a shopping list, he was a regular at events like this.
Trying to get a Mark I original grille, interior light, plastic binnacle, any hydroelastic parts.
It was a long, drawn-out process as Peter waited for the right parts to turn up. But after 2.5 years graft, the Cooper S finally arrived at the paint shop.
Lovely car. It will be a lovely car.
Bob Taylor is an expert in his field.
I've given the paint codes to Dave, so he's got the colour references. So let's hope...
Pink with red love art, is it?
While the metalwork was being prepared for this big day, Peter used his time well.
I've been getting the subframes built up, the hydroelastic suspension refurbished. We've had an instrument maker repair all the original clocks out of the car. So once it comes back from paint, it's just a case of putting the car back together.
Rarely has a Mini seen so much love. We'll be catching up with Peter and his dream restoration later. Back with our Astra, and its hopefully minor rust issues. Bill describes himself as a realist, and not a pessimist.
You can always say, you know, if you find a foot of corrosion, you can just double it, because it'll end up 2 foot.
The problem was most noticeable around the rear left wing.
The sill corrosion was here, but we cut right back out to here just to get to some good steel. And it's the same with the arch. You know, you end up with corrosion from here all the way to there. So this is all going to have to be cut out, and that's the inner arch to replace the old piece. And then you get your new outer arch. It's a case of just trimming it all up, butt it up to it, and just weld it all in place.
There's progress up at the front end too. The engine has been given some TLC.
We've put new cam belts on it, new water pump, antifreeze, just everything you'd expect on a service.
It's now just missing a few bits.
The intake hose at the minute we are struggling with to try and find one. There's a heat shield that comes over the exhaust system here, and you obviously see it's missing. But everything else, yeah, we've got what we need, really.
Elsewhere, some attention has been given to stopping power and handling.
Put new brake flexes on, new brake discs, new brake pads, anti-roll bar link there, new rubbers on and what have you. Just everything that it needs, really.
It's difficult to know where to stop, isn't it?
I think you need to set your stall out, and you need to know how much you've got to spend on the project. Have you got a plan, or have we got a plan?
Has anybody got a plan?
I think we've got a plan. We're heading in the right direction, yeah.
In Huddersfield, superbike expert Chris is about to get stuck into the moped that has no name.
So first things first, we'll whip the top off the carburettor, because fuel has a tendency to gunk up carburettors, and especially jets get blocked. Now looking at this, still looks pretty clean, so we'll bob that back in.
For now, Chris has just mixed some new petrol with oil to go in the main tank. The second tank will be checked later.
Right, there's nothing coming through, so we've either got a blockage in the tank here, or we've got a blockage in one of these pipes. So we should essentially have fuel going through this part of it. Right, yeah, now we've actually got fuel coming through from the tank.
Last up, the spark plug. If this doesn't function, the fuel-air mix can't ignite, so the engine won't run.
Yep, we've got a spark there.
Thanks to Chris, our moped should, in theory, now start. But there's only one way to find out.
I've got to push down on this pedal.
Yeah.
And then as that one comes up, you push down on that one, because they've got to both be turning in sync.
Having spent £900 buying it, no parts required, and just £96 for 2 hours of Chris's time, we could be onto a winner. If we just knew what it was. It may be the other end of the spectrum to a modern-day superbike, But what this 60-year-old moped can offer is a window into the past. And you get to look very French.
Thinking of when people used to ride these, there was not many roads, they'd all been bombed out in war, so it was all like, I would imagine, cobbled track and dirt paths. How people used to ride these for miles on end, my hands are vibrated. But I suppose the men do it were better than walking, wasn't it, back in the day? I suppose it's essentially what we've got with e-bikes and everything now, you know, people are zipping around on those, and it's saving having to put all the effort in. It just gives you that bit more grunt to get them extra miles without turning up somewhere absolutely shattered. The buzz I get from working on bikes is you can't get it. You know, it's something I've grown up with, something I enjoy doing. So I've never worked on one of these. So you know, as crazy as this seems to me, you know, I appreciate everything for what it is.
As for the Vauxhall Astra, we had started to think that we were over the restoration hump. But unfortunately, there's some bad news, which is going to put a large dent in our ailing cash flow.
Within probably a few days, possibly a week, it just started going pink again.
I don't like saying I told you so, but the fact of the matter is it was pretty well odds on that was going to happen.
So the only option was to ship it out for an expensive repaint, courtesy of Ian Ellis and his son, Josh.
They've done the best they can with it, but it's lost its pigment through UV deterioration, really, isn't it? That's what's happened.
And no polish is ever going to bring that back, is it, really?
No. Because it's red, it's suffered over the years. If it had been a metallic colour that was covered in clear coat from the factory, I'm sure it would have polished up and we wouldn't be here respraying it.
But we are. And when you enter this arena, it's all about the preparation.
Well, I reckon up to now, it's probably had about 35, 40 hours to get to this stage, mainly because there was quite a bit of filling to do with the repair work. The shapes look good where the repairs have been done. Yeah, I'm confident it's ready for it.
The colour will be just like the original.
It's a full repaint, and I'm not a young man anymore, so Josh can handle the panels and I'll handle the full car. Looking forward to doing it. It's an old school hot hatch. I can remember the days when all my mates had them. While it's been here, we've had customers come back reminiscing about the days when they had one and they put big wheels on it and big exhausts on it and had romantic relationships in it.
They're not something that you'd see every day on the road, so I think it's quite cool.
It'll bring someone a lot of joy when they get their hands on it once it's finished. It'll take them straight back to the 80s. They'll be listening to Duran Duran all day long.
The Astra will look great, but this is a top-end respray, and those really don't come cheap.
I would say you're going to be somewhere in the region of £2,500 to £3,500 plus the VAT.
But Ian leaves us with some hope. The resale value of this car might now be better than we expected.
I would say that 20k wouldn't be out of the question.
A couple of days later, our Astra GTE returns triumphantly to the workshop.
It's no longer pink.
No, it's a red one now, and I'm colourblind, I can see the difference.
So it's starting to look like a proper car again.
Yeah, this is the best bit, putting them back together, bringing them back to life.
Yeah, it's great. It looks mint, yeah. It's really nice. Yeah, 100%.
Bill and Charlie have already fitted some of the refurbished parts and components, and now James Penso has arrived with the roof lining.
Can I have a pair of hands in the front?
Hours of painstaking work.
Thank you.
Have completely transformed it.
That looks nice.
We now move into the finishing touches stage.
Look at that.
The sand-blasted and powder-coated alloys get new tyres.
The first thing you do, if you don't do anything, is probably redo the wheels. It's a massive difference. It's a big part of the car and it's an easy part to do.
The upholstery gets a good wash. And, after a bit of measuring, the decals are almost certainly stuck in the right place. Just a few more tricky bits to source, and we're done, and heading back to the auction. Our mystery moped is now finished. It's fully functional, and apart from some cleaning and tightening, still original. With the auction just around the corner, it really is long overdue for us to find out exactly what it is. To that end, we've brought it to the famous Squire's Cafe in North Yorkshire. This former milk bar has been a biker's mecca since the 50s.
It's come from a European country, definitely.
I'm very intrigued. It's French. If you look at the light, it's a yellow light. They only had that in France. My first thoughts was Puck.
A very common make of bike in France, but surprisingly that would make it Austrian.
French writing on the seat, it's got an Italian speedometer and a Delorto carburation, which is Italian. Italian and French, they're not that far apart really, are they?
True enough, but overall a bit of uncertainty amongst the visitors. That is, until Roger Raymond arrives.
I know people who are in the biking world. I'm quite sure that this will be moto bécane, because bécane is the French word for bicycle, une bécane.
The name on the frame looks shorter, but for now we're going with Roger's suggestion. And it's looking promising that we may actually recoup the £1,000 we've spent.
2 or 3 grand, but it's obviously worth a lot more, do you know what I mean?
A few days later, though, Roger's back with a confession.
I'd made a boo-boo. Right. I posted it on my Facebook to my friends. One of them came back to me and said, Roger, I think you may have got it wrong here. It's actually a Derny. It is French, 49cc, 1955, which we know it is.
The Dermy is actually a pace bike, first introduced in 1938 to make the Paris to Bordeaux cycle race more exciting. Thanks to its slipstream, speeds climb to about 40 miles per hour. The reason it has a flywheel and a pedal chain is to allow small increments in speed, reducing the chance of riders piling into the back of it. The business stopped trading in 1958, but the name Derny lives on to this day as the collective term for pace bikes. Similar machines can still be seen in velodromes, leading the way in competitions such as the Kieran.
It's quite a rare machine.
It is a rare machine. It is an iconic machine. My sentimental and nostalgic, emotional eye tells me it's worth about 3 grand.
That's very kind of you, Roger. If you'll write me a cheque now.
The Dermy cost us £990 to buy, including tax and commission. To do it up, we spent £318, which means our break-even is just over £1,300.
Lot number 75, the circa 1955 Derny Cyclomoteur. Where got a bid with me here now?
500 here.
Bid with me, 500 on the internet, 500, 550 with me, 550, 600, £600 only. 700 pound and away. 700 pound on the internet, 700. 700, 800, 800, 850, 900 pound, 950. 950 pound we're submitting. £1,000 worth every penny. 1100, 1150, £1,200.
Derek,
gonna submit it.
Derek, £1,250.
£1,250 provisionally. Rob's the bidder. £1,250. Provisional £1,250. Thank you for your bidding, gents.
It's a loss of £58. We'll take it, but Derek thinks we might have been a bit short-changed.
A little disappointing. I would have expected that to make a tiny bit more. Its originality was just beyond belief. I think another 150, 200 quid would have been bang on.
Our GTE is now just lacking a few bits of hard-to-come-by trim. We think it looks great, but we needed an honest, critical review before the auction. So, on the wettest day of the year and a headlight still to be sourced, we welcome a Vauxhall Astra Owners Club. They could be picky.
You've got to make sure they're done right. All the stickers have got to be in the right places. You've got to have the correct lights, the genuine indicators and everything like that.
Mark owns a mint Astra Max van. He's already spotted the new wheel arch.
Whoever's filled it, it's amazing, isn't it? Yeah.
You ought to be dropping a few business cards.
Yeah. Simon has an Astra Turbo. He's concerned about an important accessory.
That's not the original stereo in here. No, you need the original radio cassette. But I like it a lot.
Somebody will be very happy to own it. I think it'll look better in my garage. Would it? To be honest with you, yeah, definitely.
Not a bad reception, but the question we've so far avoided asking is, how much is it worth now? Car dealer Alan Symes knows the market.
Digi-dash.
And he owns a GTE.
About 15. You should achieve that at auction, being the way, finished the way it is.
And you think there'll be a lot of interest in it?
I would say so, yes. Yeah.
Less than the 20 grand guess we had earlier, but we'll definitely have it. As for the Mini Cooper S, after years of painstaking attention to detail, Peter Watchman is finally ready to show us the fruits of his labour.
I never thought that a little car like this would dominate my life for the last 3 years. It's definitely been a love-hate relationship. We had a lot of long nights and cold winters in garages, but now that I'm at the end of the journey, things don't seem so bad. It's just a lovely little car, and I wanted to get it back on the road and I wanted to keep its originality. I'm just delighted with the result. The original Gold Seal engine is still in the car. We've had it rebuilt. Obviously, some of the serviceable parts have been replaced, but not many.
It's difficult to imagine it's the same car.
I know.
But it is.
Oh, it is, yeah, yeah. You know, the wipers are the original wipers. The back seats are the original back seats out of the car. All the chrome around the doors are the original chrome. The back windows are the original. The handles are the original handles. So we kept as much as possible. It sounds beautiful. The car is wonderful to drive, and if you ask me, would I do it again? I think I'm off to North America to go and try and find another one.
The finances on our Astra GTE are a bit worrying. £7,848 to buy it. Parts and labour came in at a hefty £12,652. bringing the total to £20,500. It's been a reasonably speedy restoration at just 5 months. We just hope Derek thinks it's been worth the effort.
Looking forward to seeing this. Oh, wow. She's bright, isn't she? Nice paint job. Smells a lot nicer. Is it running okay? All driving nice. Recommission service, brake check, all that.
New radiator, new brakes.
I don't often say this, but I think it's turned out nicely, it's prepped up nicely, it's presented nicely, and it's a credit to the guys that have done it. I think it's good. Money-wise, I think it'll romp away at 9 to 11.
Ouch! With 20 grand in it, that's a bit of a shock. Normally we wouldn't go looking for a second opinion, but needs must. So we're giving Dave and his spaniel a chance to cheer us up.
Yeah, he's wondering what's going on. He's thinking, oh no, he can smell the mistakes from here. Look. It feels all right, actually. Yeah, this feels fit. This will go well. Yeah. It rides along nice. It's not too severe on the road. There's not loads of rattles and bangs and knocks and everything else. Yeah. No, it feels right. I don't think you could really have done much better. I really don't. 15 grand. I think it could.
There's only one way to find out.
Lot number 70 is the Vauxhall Astra GTE. There we are. We've got some interest on the books and some interest there, I see, Jack. £8,000, 9,000, 10,000 at the back. Fresh bid. Thank you, David. 10,000. 11,000. 12 says Meg. At 12,000. 13,000. 14,000. 14,250. At 14,250. £14,500. 750. 15,000. Meg's telephone bid at 15,050. And 150, 15,150, and 250 at 15,250. We're going to wrap it up then at 15,250 then, 15,250, 15,250, Meg's phone.
Could have been worse. Lesson learned, we got it badly wrong. Overpaid by 4 grand at the start and made a 5 grand loss at the end. Proving once again, restoring cars is best done for love.
I think you've done very well. Just because I think it's worth 11 to 12, I've got a dealer out on all the time, haven't I? I can't help it. You've got a brilliant car.
As for the Derny, it now finds itself in Weymouth. It's a dream come true for new owner Paul Moxham, who was previously seduced on a holiday.
Down in the south of France, lovely sunny day. Just heard this little whirring engine and this bike came round the corner. Some old French guy, cigarette on the go, parked up his bike and then got out, went and sat with his friends and just carried on. And I just saw this bike and I just fell in love with it. I knew from then that I would like one of those. I know that they use the Derny in cycle racing, because I do a lot of cycling myself, but I've never seen one outside of the velodrome.
The Derny isn't taxed yet, but Paul is already planning its first outing as an actual pace bike for his cycling mates.
It doesn't look safe. If they're still on their bikes, if they haven't fallen off them through laughing or disbelief, I think we'll have a really good day.
And finally, our Astra GTE. It was bought by Matthewson's regular Ian MacDonald, a dealer with a passion for more than just antiques.
In the early days with the business, I had the young family, the first house. Priorities were earning and one vehicle. My car was my van. So you're driving up and down the motorway and keep looking at these cars, but you can't have one. Anyway, this one come up and I thought, I'm having it. I'm very, very happy and comfortable with what I've given for it and the product that I've got. Whoever's restored this car, they've done a fabulous job, brilliant job. You cannot fault it. I mean, it looks now like it did in 1990. Not overdone, not put anything on it that shouldn't be on it. It's just right, it's dead right.